Hello Australia, this is the foyer here at Side TV where we record The Couch every week. In Leederville, WA, we have got episode 561 of The Couch thanks to Scoot. It's coming up very, very quickly. Let me welcome our guest today. We've got Candace, of course, from 6PR. We've got Tasha.
Hi.
And we've got Ted.
Hi.
And we've also got Steve coming in.
Hello.
We're going to be talking travel with Steve. Steve, what are you doing today?
Well, I'm going to talk about San Francisco because Candace has just been there.
So we're looking forward to that. And what are we talking about in Bitchin? Do you all know your stories?
Indeed. So I'm going to be talking about a man who took a dead cat to an animal shelter, but it wasn't a dead cat.
And do we know what you're talking about?
Well, I'm talking about outfits at Wimbledon that are more than wow.
And Karsha, have you seen the stories yet?
Yes, I'm going to be talking about a recent study that shows that butter is actually neither bad nor good for you.
There you go. No need to butter you up. It's going to be a big show. Episode 561 starts now. Stick around, Australia.
It's showtime on the couch. It's showtime on the couch. You can see it from your house. You can see it from your house. It's showtime on the couch with Fred. And the best in town. Yeah, it's showtime on the couch.
Oh, I'm getting fit. Thanks for the vote of support, Ted. I didn't say fat, fit. Hello, Australia. Welcome to a big couch. I had to run from all that other end. All right, a couple of metres. We stunted it, but that's okay. Big show. Opening up the show today, someone that doesn't need me to give her any life or breath of life. Her name is Chloe Bree, and she's singing I Want to Be Like You, Fred.
I'm the king of the swinging soul, jungle VIP. I reached the top, I had to stop now, that's what's bothering me. I wanna be a man maker and stroll right into town and be just like the mother man. I'm tired of monkeying around. Oh, whoopie-doo, I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you too. You'll see it's true. And if like me, can learn to be human too. Don't try to keep me maker. I made a deal with you. What I desire is man's red fire to make my dreams come true. So give me the secret maker. Come on, clue me what to do. Give me the power of man's red flower so I can be like you. Oh, whoopie-doo, I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you, talk like you too. You'll see it's true. And if like me, can learn to be human too. Skidoo up and do-do-do. Skidoo up and down. Skidoo bop bop beep beep boo boo. Skidoo up and down. Skidoo do 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 do. Skidoo all day. I'm the king of the swinging soul, the jungle VIP. I reached the top, I had to stop now, that's what's bothering me. I wanna be a man maker and stroll right into town and be just like the mother man. I'm tired of monkeying around. Swing to the left, swing to the right. Put your hands up if you're loving life. Oh, I'm loving life. Swing to the left, swing to the right. Put your hands up if you're feeling nice. Oh, I'm feeling nice. Whoopie-doo, I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you. learn to be like someone like you. Can learn to be like someone like you. Yeah.
Welcome back to the couch. We haven't even started today. It's the first segment. Welcome back to bitching, should I say. Let me welcome our bitches for today in the term because we bitch. We've got Kasia McNaught from McNaught Media. Welcome for the first time.
Thank you, yes.
Welcome aboard. Ted Bull, I was going to say for the first time, but you're no virgin to this show.
Hasn't Kasia
From
got a
Curtin
most
FM.
beautiful face?
She has.
You have a
Well, compared
Thank
to
you.
me,
Thank you
yes.
very much.
You do too, Candice.
And can I welcome?
I'm cool.
And can I welcome Candice Barnes from 6PR Radio?
Thank you very
Welcome
much.
aboard.
Yes.
Nice to see you back.
I am back.
Now,
It's good
I
times.
want to make this very clear. You're now a marriage celebrant as
I
well.
am. I'm an authorised marriage
So
celebrant for
can
the
we say
Commonwealth
I
of
do?
Australia.
We can say I do to you.
You can say I do to
So
me.
it means you can
you need
marry-
at least a month's notice.
And are you doing? You're going to be doing weddings and all that
Yeah,
sort of stuff.
weddings, funerals, baby namings, house blessings,
And
any
you'll be
kind of
amazing.
civil ceremony. I hope so. I'm really excited
Imagine you'll
about
be
it.
able to join that together with your radio, make it radio weddings, where you can have the bride and groom on air, a little bit extra.
Don't know how that would sound on the
Well,
air.
Yorkie may not be happy about that.
Oh, no, all the love in the world to Yorkie.
Welcome
Very,
aboard,
very
folks. We've got a big segment today. Candice, would you like to start with your story?
Yes, so this is a great one I spotted on ITV. So, you know, we all love animals. A lot of us love animals, and we're all have big hearts, especially on this couch over here. And when you see an animal in distress, most people would do the right thing and either take them to a vet or some kind of shelter. And this is what this man has done in Guernsey. He has spotted what he thought was a dead cat, scooped it up lovingly, taken it to an animal shelter, where upon closer inspection it has been determined to be a hand puppet.
How could you? Why wouldn't you have checked it out? Didn't? It was probably too scared to touch
That's
it.
a dead hand puppet.
And it's a dog, by the way, too.
There's my hand puppet.
Where did this happen?
This is in a place called Guernsey, which
Guernsey,
is in
that's
the
where my
United
hand
Kingdom.
puppet was.
Ted's lost his puppet.
Yes, it was on the road. And
Is his name Fluffy?
That's
That's the very one.
So where is the story going to? What happened? Did they actually discover it?
So the finder was very upset when he arrived at their equivalent
Yeah.
of the RSPCA, so the GSPCA, was greeted by the shelter's manager, Steve Byrne. So Steve, the manager, looked at the toy and thought, oh, yeah, this looks like a very muddy, gross, dead, collapsed dog with a badly injured nose.
And let's call it.
So he took it in, gave it a full check over. I can just imagine them
it
with a
a cat or a
stethoscope going like, yeah, I can't. It's a dog hand puppet, but they thought it was a
thought
cat.
it was a cat. Fluffy.
Poor Fluffy. So after a full check over, they couldn't find any identification on the thing. Obviously, couldn't find a pulse. Not that they were expecting one. The man was informed that it was in fact a cuddly
It
dog
was well
hand
and
puppet.
truly stuffed.
But apparently, yes, it was.
But tell me this, Candice.
Yes.
Did they also find a hand in it as well?
Oh, now that would have been a twist.
No.
The
Hand
pair,
puppet.
the pair took it really well. They started laughing and it was all fine. It's
you-
been washed and is now kept in Steve's office.
Wouldn't you think he would have discovered that before he went to all the trouble of paying the vet bill and everything?
Well, I guess it's a charity, so he may not have
yeah.
been thinking of the financial side of things. And I don't know if you see a helpless animal, you just kind of, let's see what I can do. It did reveal some more stories
Yeah.
about some of the mistaken identity pieces at this particular shelter. A call to a sick seal on a beach turned out to be a duvet.
Good.
A stray pug was called in, which was actually a frog.
Oh, great.
An injured bird was,
Yeah.
get this, a blonde wig.
I saw it on Donald Trump's head.
Oh, that's where it would have been,
That's
yes.
been dead for many
A
years.
hedgehog rescue turned out to be a pine cone.
Oh, you could see why they'd make the mistake.
And a dead gull hanging from a fence was a carrier bag. So he's not the
Fantastic.
only one to have done it.
What can you say about this story? Let's go to Kasia first.
Yes, don't go to me. I've said all I can say.
Kasia, what do you make of this story? Could that ever happen to you?
Definitely not to me. I'm a big animal lover.
And
I'm
you run the Pet Expo usually
yes,
too.
I do. I'm involved with the Perth Pet Expo.
Have you ever had a stuffed animal be mistaken for a real one?
No, not yet, and I hope it doesn't happen. And I am also a crazy cat lady, so I definitely would be able to identify a cat from a hand puppet, I'd hope. If not, I need to get an eye test.
Yeah, Ted, what about you?
Well, as I said, Fluffy, come back, Fluffy, wherever you are.
Oh, Fluffy.
Meow. Over to you, Ted. What's your story?
Oh, look, this one, sometimes we all love mums, but sometimes mums really should keep it to themselves because Andy Murray's mum, Judy, doesn't like the Nike dresses that the ladies, because they're called ladies, not women, at Wimbledon are wearing. Now, I mean, she should be concerned about whether her son might be wearing this Nike dress as well. And if he is, well, that's fine, each to their own, I say. Friday night fun night can be exciting, even with a dead puppet.
What's her problem?
I've got one of those.
Have you got, what, a Friday night
Dead
fun
puppet.
night?
Dead puppet.
Oh, now, well, what's happening is that she says that this dress is a little bit too out there.
Too risque.
Risque. And
Yeah, that's
can I
pretty,
tell you what Nike said? Nike said, despite the traditional aesthetic, the dress features modern design elements such as power pleats and racerback construction,
Power
which work in
pleats.
tandem to enable the athlete's movement. Now, to both you gals here, how does that make a difference? Power pleats. What a power pleat?
You know what? It sounds like
No
something that's
idea.
been ironed
Marketing.
too much.
Do you think so? And so it sort of scratches when you go for that long shot.
Would the
That
ladies
lob.
here, would you not wear something like that if you were playing tennis? Because I would
I
think
did
I
see a
would.
picture of the dress in question being worn with some like yoga leggings, and I thought with some leggings, I think I could make it work. They have such a strict dress code at Wimbledon, though. So the lady I saw, the tennis player I saw wearing them, was wearing white leggings underneath what was she was a very tall woman, very long legs, very long torso, and it was really just skimming her bum. If she had not been wearing the leggings, it would have been
You would have seen everything.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? She's got a beautiful body, so and she can wear what she likes, of course. But it would have been a bit much for
Do
me.
you know that the lady tennis players have special knickers to tuck their balls in? But no, they really do. They're tennis balls. That's true. I know these things.
Where would they put their balls in
It would
there?
be. Oh goodness.
There's no
Saying
room.
that.
There's not even enough room to put your hand on the side of that.
See, look, yes,
could you imagine
you'd
me
see that on
wearing
the
that?
bench, wouldn't you?
It'd be a
I'm
lot
just backing
tighter on
right
me,
out. I'm
obviously.
saying no more.
I'm just thinking.
Fluffy, where are you?
Kasia, what do you think there's something wrong with those clothes?
I think it's about feeling comfortable, I suppose, and personally I'd rather wear shorts and not have to worry about something flying up like Marilyn Monroe. But hey, I guess if you're trying to make headlines, then go for it.
Ted, I don't think you'd be able to wear that because your balls would go everywhere. No, because you put them in your pocket as you've suggested. I don't think that's true. I reckon you're having us on.
But where would I keep Fluffy?
I don't know,
You
obviously.
have to find a place.
A place
Candice,
for Fluffy.
I think this is a storm in a teacup. I think the outfits look wonderful. It
I
suits
think they
the
can wear what
tennis
they
women.
like.
And I think the women themselves know if they're uncomfortable or
Yeah.
comfortable. I think people tend to say, I mean, could you imagine me wearing something like that?
If you,
Obviously a
if, you
larger
were to
size.
if you were getting paid the amounts of money,
Yeah.
we'd probably consider it.
I love you, Fred, when you're the voice of reason.
Well, I am the
You
voice
are the
on
voice. You should
6PR
go
too.
into politics.
You are.
Thank you. Oh, Ted, you are so funny. You just want to see me in one of those outfits. Kasia, what's your story today?
My story is on recent studies showing that butter is actually neither good nor bad for you. But I think what this is more about really is that the myths are now being dispelled more and more that this, low-fat diet is supposed to be better for you. Good fats are actually good for you. They're good for your brain. If you have organic grass-fed butter, it's the best. Going on a bit of a nutrition rant here, but anyway, a lot of these studies have actually shown that if you have butter in your diet rather than margarine or artificial,
Is that true? Because I saw an article on one of the TV shows saying that butter is no longer better than margarine.
no, if it's full fat, organic, especially if you want the best.
So if it's expensive.
Yeah, I'm
Pretty
all of
much.
those things. I'm full,
But-
and I'm fat, and I'm organic.
Whatever happened, Kasia, just eating stuff that was good and enjoyable.
Yeah.
Everything now has a but to everything. Like butter used to be, oh, pardon the but. Butter definitely has a but in it and a TER at the end of it. But butter used to be always, eat butter because it's healthier than margarine.
Yeah.
Margarine always used to be described as one ingredient away from being plastic, and it was just coloured yellow, and it's usually grey before they turn it into margarine. But I love butter. and now they're telling me that
It's not bad for you.
But is it better than margarine?
It
Of
is
course it is,
definitely-
yes.
I have
yes.
no idea.
I
Do you
mean,
eat
have
either
you
of
ever seen
them?
an unhappy cow?
If I have the option, I prefer to eat butter, but I don't always have the time to let that stuff soften on
Yes,
the bench first.
exactly.
So
I won't leave it
therefore,
out.
I get it like a dairy blend.
What about you, Ted?
Crumpets with butter.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
trip to the
talk
moon
about
on
that.
gossamer wings. Last tango in Paris, margarine would not have worked.
Correct.
It might have helped
Not
putting
quite
your
as
balls in your
romantic.
shorts, but because they would have slipped straight in. Anyway,
I was there with Fluffy in Paris. We were doing our last tango.
oh, is it?
And I said, butter's not bad for you.
Kasha, what do you make of this story?
I
Do you
just
there's
think the
anything in it?
more natural, the better for you. And, these days, things that are supposed to be farm fresh aren't necessarily farm fresh. So it's trying to get the best quality produce that you can, really.
And
Yeah.
with people like Aldi selling margarine for 79 cents, I went and
my
bought
God.
about 600 packets of it. It makes it hard for you to choose healthy stuff because they're making it so cheap to buy the unhealthy stuff in the shop. I know it's a different argument, but
Yes.
if they want to promote healthy, they should make it affordable.
I agree with you.
Just we've got to wrap it up. I was just going to ask a quick answer from all of you. Julie Bishop, Foreign Minister, got caught using her phone and mobile. Can one each a quick comment? What do you think,
You go.
Candice?
Silly, silly Billy.
There it is. There.
She was making a robocall.
The guy actually photographed her while he was driving
Yeah,
as well.
but
He's
robocall.
also silly Billy.
It was a robocall to all her constituents. It worked. She got about 350%.
I
of the
reckon
vote.
she might have been the one sending the SMSs about Medicare. to Kasha, what do you think?
Yeah, unfortunate timing. I can't
Should
say
she
I
be
haven't
fined?
done it before, but
Oh!
maybe. But yes, I suppose she should be.
Well, thank you very much. That is Bitchin' for today. Let me thank Candice Barnes from 6PR. You can catch her Monday to Friday with Chris Ilsley from what
From
time?
8 p.m. till midnight.
On-
And I'm also on Facebook at Celebrations by Candice if anyone's getting married.
882.com.au, 6pr.com.au. Catch her, ring her during the week,
Yes,
and she
do.
gives you a chance at winning some great prizes. Ted Bull, Curtin FM,
Yes,
what day?
Lovely. I beg your pardon?
Curtin FM, what day? Are you?
Oh, Saturday morning, 6 to 8. Yes, fine. Hello.
Nice to see you back.
They keep on feeding me this
And-
strange food.
Kasha, welcome for the first time on the
Thank
couch.
you.
Hopefully you come back.
Yes, thanks for having me.
That is Bitchin' for this week. We'll be back with Steve Collins right after the break talking about San Francisco on the couch, only on Foxtel. Welcome back to the couch here on Aurora Foxtel. It's always a pleasure when I have Steve Collins in the studio, and today he's making even more pleasure because he's back again, and we're talking about San Francisco. Welcome back,
San Francisco, yes. Interesting place.
Steve. Why do you
It's-
like it so much?
Because out of all the cities in America, it is that and New Orleans are the two most unique. They're entirely un-American, really. San Francisco, probably because of its history and, of course, going back to the 60s. I mean, in the 60s, particularly 66, 67, arguably, it started a new genre of music and it started a new culture with the hippie movement and all that. And it's been a leading social city in America.
Do you know, the only thing I remember as a young person were the streets of San Francisco, the TV
Yeah,
show.
the TV
Was it the guy
show.
with the
yeah.
big nose?
Carl Malden.
That's the one.
Yeah,
Dad
and
was named.
Michael Douglas were
That's
in
it.
it. Yeah, the streets of San
And
and
that
they're
was filmed
steep.
there. Yes.
They're very steep.
Down the hill.
You've got to have very, very good legs to walk the streets of San Francisco.
So why are you taking us there today?
Well, part of the reason is because one of the best ways for us to get there is Singapore Airlines, because they've got their new A350 and they're doing direct flights from Singapore to San Francisco, which cuts out a lot of time for us in the West to travel.
I bet you it will be awesome flying Singapore because they're just
Yep.
as good as Scoot because they're the same company, aren't they?
They are the same company. But
Have you flown with them?
Singapore Airlines? Yeah, I have. Yeah.
Good?
Yes, very, very good. Yeah,
That'd be nice to
no,
travel
they're,
to
they're
San
considered
Francisco.
to be one of the best airlines in the world, and their airline food is absolutely superb. So,
Fantastic.
Service as well.
Service is
Sorry
great.
to cut in. But
Sorry.
No, you can cut in.
This is
You're
Veronica,
much more
by the
interesting.
way.
You're much
Hello,
more
Veronica.
interesting
Oh,
than
I'm
Fred.
here too. Sorry.
I don't have a security guard all of a sudden.
Oh, you're not paying me as a security guard?
No. But thank you. Welcome. You're going to be talking movies
I
very soon.
will. But
So let's go back. You can talk whenever you like. That's all right.
Ah, that's right. So, but San Francisco, probably
Yeah.
best known for the Golden Gate Bridge, of course. And the reason why it got its name is, you can see the Golden Gate Bridge there. The reason why it got its name is it crosses the Golden Gate Strait. And you see the colour of it, that's called International Orange.
Beautiful.
And what it was primer. They painted it in primer, and they couldn't agree on what colour, so they we'll just leave it there. That actually looks quite good, because they have a lot of fog there and stuff, and you can actually see it properly with the fog, and it looks lovely. But it's 1.7 miles long. They use they use the empirical measure there, and those big towers are 746 feet
tall. Am I right in knowing that apparently, so many people are scared to drive across it? So what happens is there's a company that will actually drive your car over for you. You can be a passenger. I actually saw this on a documentary.
Why would you rather be a passenger than drive?
I don't know.
You can walk across it.
It's very long, very long.
But it's a fabulous bridge. It leads from San Francisco to Marin County, and just a wonderful, and of course, one of the most iconic bridges in the world. That and probably the Sydney Harbour Bridge, I reckon, would be the two best known bridges in the world. Yeah.
What about Alamo Square?
Now, Alamo Square is interesting because they've got the Painted Ladies there, and the Painted Ladies are a group of beautiful, beautiful houses which were built in the late 1890s.
Really?
And we would know. Do you remember the show Full House?
I do, and now there's
Full House. There we go. Full House.
Had the...
that's the Painted Ladies there in the back, and that's Alamo Park. Alamo Park, I thought it was... you would have thought that it was named after the Alamo in Texas, but Alamo is for the cottonwood tree. That's the Spanish name for the cottonwood tree. That's one of the steepest roads in the world, but there you get these great views. Originally, those houses were white.
So these are the painted houses
They're painted. They're painted all lovely, lovely colours. Originally, they were white, but people have taken them... Now... if you own one of those, there are very, very strict conditions about how you have to look after them and their appearance, etc. So they're heritage houses, and as I say, they were built in the late 1890s as a result of the gold rush.
What's the influence on the houses? Is there like European influence? Who built them originally?
That was built by an American, but they were built of wood because, as you know, they get a few earthquakes in San Francisco.
So they're more stable.
But in those days, they were. These days, they tend to build their houses out of steel because that copes with earthquakes a lot better. But just a lovely, lovely place. Now, the next one of the best ways to get away around is on the trams, the cable cars. These are cable cars.
How do they differ, cable cars to trams here in Australia and Melbourne?
Trams, they move around. They've got their own motors on them. These don't have motors on them. These are the only manually operated transport system in the world. And what happens is that these cable cars or trams have got, or street cars as they call them, they don't have any motors. What it is there's three routes, and there's these underground, there are these cables that keep going, they keep rotating, and they have a gripman on board who is the driver. And when they want to move, he grips the cable and takes him up the hill. And when he stops, he lets it go, grips a brake. There's also a conductor on board who also grips a brake, and that's how it operates. And so
they still operate today, don't they?
They still operate today. They're all that old style. They were introduced in the early 1900s, and they're all that style. They're all unique. They're all individually made. They're not mass produced or anything.
So if you went to San
Francisco,
Francisco,
a great way to get around San Francisco.
I was going to say, if you went to San Francisco, you'd have to give it a go.
Oh well, yeah.
Beautiful way to get
particularly if
around.
you're going to go to Fisherman's Wharf and places like that, because that's one of the terminuses down near Fisherman's Wharf.
Fisherman's Wharf. What's that all about?
Well, Fisherman's Wharf. It's a great area. Well, first of all, it's named Fisherman's Wharf. See those seals there? That's Pier 39. Those seals, they weren't there before 1989.
Oh,
because
look, Australia's Most Wanted.
That's us. That's us. Those seals only appeared after an earthquake that occurred in 1989. But you've got a number of piers there. You've got a big fishing fleet. You've got entertainment there. You've got the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum. You've got wax museums. But mainly you go down there for the shopping and the food.
That photo of our director, did you mix up like the Grinder photos or something?
I did. That's right.
Not a bad... Have you got his contact details? Just about to say, that's our director.
I don't know. He said something like "pee off." I don't know what that meant.
No. Sorry.
But the big one to have there is crab and clam chowder, which is served in a big. It's a sourdough loaf, and they hollow it out and they serve
the crab and
they serve the crab and clam
Isn't
shoulder.
a bread bowl,
in it.
isn't it?
It's very hard
the
to
bowl
say.
is
Sorry.
actually.
Clam.
Have you
shoulder.
had it?
It's the bowl.
I had it
yeah.
when I was in Disneyland in
Right.
LA. So yeah, they have it.
They copied it from Fisherman's Wharf.
Of course I did. They copy everything.
Is it nice? Is it as good as
Of
the
course
crabs
it
we
is.
had in Singapore?
It's fresh seafood. It's lovely.
They're telling me
but
to
look,
hurry
look,
up.
A great place to visit. The good thing about San Francisco is you are so close to everything. You're close to Lake Tahoe's only a couple of hours away. Sacramento, which is another fascinating place, is only about an hour and a half away. San Jose, which is where all the tech companies are, Apple, etc. That's a little while away, and then you can go to Marin County and Oakland and down to Carmel.
Have we
places
covered
like that.
Colt Tower? And
No, we probably won't
Transmedia?
have time for
You
that.
sure?
We're
Just
out of
quickly
time.
give you a minute
All right,
to that.
Coit
Yep,
Tower,
tell us.
built by Lillian Coit. It's on the top of Telegraph Hill. It's 64 metres tall, and you go up there and you get some of the best views of San Francisco from Coit
Alcatraz.
Tower.
Alcatraz, is that the prison? Let's have a
Alcatraz.
quick look at
Now,
that one.
Alcatraz is 1.5 miles offshore.
It's an island, isn't it?
It's an island. It was a penitentiary, a federal penitentiary. Had Al Capone and some
Apparently,
really
it
tough
was
people.
surrounded by sharks, wasn't it?
Well,
And
I don't
people
know
tried
if
to
it's
escape.
sharks there, but it's one of the places you've got to visit when you go to San Francisco.
What's the best way? Singapore Airlines.
Well, from here, I reckon go up to Singapore and
From
Singapore
Australia.
Airlines direct flight to San Francisco non-stop. From the East Coast, from New Zealand, of course, there's plenty of flights from the East Coast.
You're off for a few weeks. You're
I'm
travelling.
off for a few. I'm going up to Myanmar.
If people want to catch you on your website as well, radioroaming.com. That's radioroaming.com. Steve, we'll be back in a few weeks' time. Enjoy your trip.
Yep, will do.
And look forward to hearing all about it when you get back.
Absolutely.
Thank you to Steve Collins. And now it's time to talk movies with my security guard.
Now I'm allowed to talk?
You can talk whenever you like I said.
Fantastic.
Yes, please, Steve, do that. Because,
Yeah, it's
you know,
only fair. I interrupted your segment.
you're doing movies today because Cam's away.
I am. So
Thank you.
we are going to miss Cam this week because he did bring donuts, but you brought donuts this
Oh,
week,
look.
so it's okay.
Very easy to make up for Cam.
Yeah, fair
You're
enough.
so much better looking.
Oh, thank you.
I say that to him as well, don't worry about it.
Okay.
What are we talking about today?
Today we're looking at a couple of movies that are out at the moment. The
Yep.
first one is The Legend of Tarzan. Now, this is a live-action remake of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Tarzan grew up in the jungle and then, as an adult,
Mm-hmm.
moved to the city in civilization. And, this is the story that we're being told.
Do you see me looking at you? Because I keep seeing you look at the camera, but you're supposed to be talking to me. Sorry,
Okay,
tell
I'm
me
sorry.
about Tarzan.
So Tarzan is I already talked about it. So
No, tell me about
so this story takes place when he
Dementia.
was. Oh, you're getting old, Fred. It's all right.
who stars in it.
We've got Alexander Skarsgård.
Don't know him.
We've got Margot Robbie, who's an Australian.
I love her.
I love her. She's
yeah,
fantastic.
she's
It's
from
just-
Neighbours.
Christoph
Yeah, she
Waltz,
was.
he's the
I
villain.
love Christoph
Oh,
Waltz.
yeah.
He's like in Inglourious Basterds.
Yeah.
He was one of the excellent
Oh,
villains.
don't be like that. Steve was just trying to help.
Actually, we've also got Samuel L. Jackson, another.
Is he still alive?
He is still alive, and he's still doing really well.
Yeah, he's a good
another
actor.
Veteran of Tarantino movies. So I've heard some mixed reviews about Legend of Tarzan, though.
Mm-hmm.
Is
saying
Andy
that-
Serkis playing
I don't-
a chimpanzee or something?
I think
in
that
it?
was Planet of the Apes. I'm not sure about this one,
Right.
but if we have a look at the trailer, we'll see the CG.
Sure.
And see
Might
what
be
it
a
looks
great
like.
way to save time.
Let's have a look.
The jungle consumes everything. It preys on the old, the sick, the wounded. It preys on the weak. But never the strong.
He is no normal man. He was thought to be an evil spirit, a ghost in the trees. No man ever started with less.
He's Tarzan. You're Jane. He'll come for you.
Lord of the Apes, King of the Jungle, Tarzan. Tarzan.
Do you know, they asked me to actually audition for that. If the rope didn't snap, I probably would have got the part. Luckily, Steve was underneath me to catch me.
Oh, no, I played the elephant.
On that note, what's our second movie?
The second movie, it's an independent movie called Maggie's Plan. So
Yeah.
as far as I understand, it's about a woman called Maggie, big surprise, and she was
So
basically
surname Plan?
no, not quite. I don't think the writing was that clever. But
Maggie's Plan.
basically, she was responsible for breaking up a marriage by having an affair with the husband. And then a few years later, she realizes she doesn't actually like the husband. She thinks he's a bit self-centered and a bit whatever. So her plan is to try and get him back together with his ex-wife, which is interesting, I suppose.
Why would she want to do that?
Because it's easier than confronting her issues. Because, I don't know, I do like independent movies usually, but this one I'm a little on the edge about.
What's the difference for those people who don't know? Independent means that they're made with less money, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah, no
you know,
studio would
No
support
big
it.
studio.
It's not made by a big studio, so not Warner Brothers. It's
Sort of
just,
like our show.
Yeah.
We're independent
We're
productions.
independent, of course. This movie,
No studio would touch it.
so this movie, the thing
Sorry.
I'm worried about is
Yeah.
the fact that it seems like, and I haven't seen it yet, but it seems like a movie where the main character is stupid. And I hate movies like that. It's like,
Oh, nothing like
this show.
nothing like us at all. The script songs have been changed.
Like,
Thanks, Veronica. What are you doing next week?
you do need to be
How's that
able
working for you?
And, like, if you think differently from me from the trailer, then think differently.
So the
But
main
that-
actress, you reckon, is quite stupid?
I think the character is, not the actress.
Well, let's have a look. Let's have a look at the trailer. Oh, here it is.
Hi, Beverly. I got 2 checks this month. Not that I'm complaining. So anyway, should I
Excuse
just...
me. I'm sorry, I couldn't help but overhear. This young woman got 2 checks, and I don't have any.
You know John Harding. He's one of the bad boys of fictocritical anthropology. His wife, apparently she's some sort of monster.
Wanted to return your book.
And again, I have heard myself described as a psychotic bitch, but I think I'm actually pretty nice.
You know, I'm curious about you.
What aspect of me?
Every aspect of you.
What does his wife think about that?
She doesn't know about it. I think their marriage fell apart and now he's trapped in it.
I don't want to be married to Georgette anymore. I'm in love with you.
Do you want to hear your horoscope?
No.
He's totally self-absorbed.
I'm terrified that I'm falling out of love with him.
It's too bad you can't give him back to his ex-wife, right?
Maggie, what are you doing here?
John and I are in trouble. There might be an opportunity to get the 2 of you back together.
You want to make sure you don't feel guilty, so you're going to manipulate us all. Leave.
Leave.
Please,
Oh, you want me
leave
to
my
leave?
house.
Okay, I'm leaving. Okay,
Leave.
sorry.
Why can't you just break up with him like any normal human being?
Because it would be such a waste.
A waste? He's not a paper product.
I'm in.
Fancy meeting you here. Did you write to me that you were coming?
No idea. If I ever get another chance at love.
Of course you'll get another chance.
What are you doing here?
There's no harm in us spending time together as a family.
Except for, isn't that the point of a divorce? That you're not a family anymore?
Something about you, when I'm a little bit stupid, I can't help it. I like you.
Love doesn't work this way. You can't take everything and stuff it back in the box.
It's the tragic flaw in my plan. I've decided to embrace the mystery of the universe and stop bossing everybody around so much.
Good luck with that, Bossy Pants.
Now, tell me what you thought about that.
Well, like, it's got some good actors in it.
Yeah.
It could be good.
Travis
but
Fimmel's in it.
Travis
He hasn't
Fimmel's-
killed it. The first everything he's done where he hasn't killed someone.
I do like Travis Fimmel, and it does have good actors. Julianne Moore, I love as well.
Oh,
but
yeah.
the thing is,
Bridesmaids?
the main character in this, just from the premise, doesn't seem intelligent. She's not making intelligent decisions, which is why I didn't like Bridesmaids. And I know a lot of people really like that movie.
Well, that was the same reason I didn't like Malcolm Turnbull. But anyway, what's the next movie?
But he was good in Bridesmaids.
He was, yeah. Well, he'd probably be still good at it now. Got more time to do it now.
The next movie is Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates.
This is a good one.
Are
This
you
is
kidding?
funny. No, I hate it. I hate it. Oh, I read the wrong script.
So it's
We're not getting
basically-
free tickets to any of these movies by the looks of it. What's
sorry,
this one
I have
about?
an opinion.
Not that it matters because you're going to rubbish it anyway, but that's all right.
So Mike and Dave are brothers and they need dates to their sister's wedding. They want to get, nice girls that are going to be respectable, but they end up getting
Why don't they go on Tinder?
I don't know. They go on TV instead. Apparently it works. Anyone, I'll give you my number later. Apparently it works if you go on TV and say you get dates, so I'm single at the moment. Anyway, so they basically get these two girls who turn out to be train wrecks, Anna Kendrick and Aubrey Plaza. Yeah. And it's just a whole bunch of hijinks ensues.
Why would I want to watch that?
No, because it's a movie where the writing doesn't seem to be clever. It seems like it's a movie that Hollywood is making just so that they can make money. So get big name actors, don't put much effort into a script.
Isn't that the whole reason for Hollywood being to make money?
Yeah, but at least if you put a lot of effort into it, yes, they want to make money, but it's for something worthwhile.
So let's go and watch the trailer.
Let's watch the trailer. Let's see.
I think it's... Here it is.
On the wings of love.
This is a bad idea.
1, 2, 3, get loose now.
Mom and Dad, what's going on here? Over the years at our family gatherings, you two show up and you ruin it. I want you to bring a date to your sister's wedding. We don't want you showing up stag and riling each other up. We don't rile each other up. We never get riled up.
We'll shape up for you, Jeannie. We gotta find the right girls for this. Where do we even go? What?
We're about to do something awesome.
I'm here with Mike and Dave Stengel. They are looking for dates for their sister's wedding in Hawaii.
Let's make these guys take us to Hawaii.
We're looking for nice girls.
We're gonna look respectable as fuck.
They're leaving. It's all part of the plan.
Are you okay?
I am now.
I saved your life! She's okay? I saved your life!
Yeah.
Grandma, I'd meet Alice. She's super smart.
Tatiana, she's a school teacher.
The key to teaching children is repetition. You'd be surprised how stupid they are. Let's play bocce.
Should we take it easy?
Absolutely not. We should let them lose with dignity, which is what I'd like to think we would do.
Don't make me throw it down.
Hello? Tatiana, we've got busters.
That sounds like you guys are like watching porno or...
No. They have Father. I don't know if we're gonna get it though, if we haven't seen The Godfather.
Get it all lit, I'm a freak little.
Who are these girls?
They're supposed to be making us look cool.
Whoa! Don't make me throw it down.
Oh my gosh, she's Superman!
Your turn, Mike!
Don't ever do that.
I could do anything that they could do.
Is it okay?
Wow! Oh, she looks like burn victim Barbie. And you're Black Ken.
Throw it down.
Now, Veronica, you were telling me about this movie. They were trying to find hot dates.
Yes.
From what I saw, the men were hotter than the women in that. They're probably better off going out with each other, I think.
They're brothers.
Oh, well, did I say that?
That works in the Game of Thrones.
That's true.
Yeah, you've got a point there, actually. Sorry about that. Let's have a look at the top 5 movies for this week before we drown. Number 5, they are...
Warcraft.
Number 4, Steve.
The Conjuring 2.
Number 3, Steve.
Me before you.
No, Steve now.
Number 2, Steve.
Independence Day Resurgence.
And number 1, Veronica.
Finding Dory.
Oh, what a lovely film. Now, you quickly wanted to say something before we go to the break.
Yes, there was just a bit of news that I saw recently.
Thank you very much. We'll go to a break. Go on.
There's a bit of news I saw recently from The Hollywood Reporter. Basically, the Academy, or the people that are voting on the Oscars, have invited a record number of people this year. So it's over 600. 49% of them are women and 41% are people of colour.
Someone's going to miss out.
They're doing this to try and diversify and kind of...
Really? They've done it purposely?
Yeah, they have, because they want to fight the whole Oscars so white controversy that went on last year.
Not a good move by the sounds of it.
It's a step towards something. Whether or not it makes a massive difference, it's still something interesting. I think that was
terrible when you have to set it up to work.
Yeah, it's not working now though, so anyway.
Exactly. Well, I suppose anything's better than nothing.
That's true.
Just like these movie reviews. Anything's better. Oh, no. No, she did a wonderful job. She's one of our best crew. Veronica Light, thank you very much. You had a lot of fun doing that.
I did.
Steve, you were a lot better than Veronica. Next time
Thank you very much. I'll do
it.
this. I'll do it.
Oh, I'm only joking. Veronica's going to be back after the break, unfortunately on camera. But we'll see you on the other side of this break, only on Foxtel. Thank you, Veronica. Well done.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the couch. Time for us to have a bit of a laugh. We've got ex-bikie Nick the Noise, and we've got an ex-teacher, Frankie Rooster, doing a very funny song as always. I'll leave it to you, boys.
Oh, thanks there, Fred. Hey, Nick. What a great introduction from Fred.
Always
once
does really
again.
good introductions.
He
always
does do that. Now, Nick, are you ready to do this?
I am. Oh,
because sometimes I get worried about you, Nick.
What are we doing again? What are we doing again?
We're doing the football song.
The football song?
Yeah.
Which one?
Nick, we've only got one football song.
I thought we had three.
No, we've got one football song and it's called 3/4 Time.
Are you sure?
Right? Yes, of course I'm sure.
Well, there's no need to shout. I'm right here.
Well, you're playing the part of the coach.
I thought you said it was a song.
Yeah, it is a song, but you're miming the part of the coach.
Miming? Miming?
Yes, miming.
What, I don't get to do any noises?
No noises in this song whatsoever. No noises.
I'm Nick the Noise, not Nick the Quiet.
You're going to be Nick the Dead in a minute if we don't get the show on the road.
No noises at all?
No noises.
What happens if the coach gets hit by a truck like...
No noises, no trucks.
He might get shot.
Not in this.
Bing! He might get shot.
No, he doesn't. No guns. He doesn't get shot. Not in this song.
He might be a muso.
No music. There's no music in this song, all right?
No noises at all.
You're playing the part of the coach, right?
Right.
And you're miming it.
I'm miming it.
And you're starting off camera over there.
Off camera over there.
Over there. So can you take your position, please?
Where?
Well, just go and stand over there next to Fred.
I can't do that.
Why not?
Well, Fred's really scary.
You're a bikie!
Oh. You wait till I get my hands on him.
No, don't hit, don't go and hit. Don't hit him. Oh, jeez. Things I've got to put up with around here. Now what? Get out of here. Get tic-tacs in my hole here? What's going on? You're supposed to start off camera.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the coach was in a good mood, so he walked out with a grin. I said the coach was in a good mood, so he walked... Yes, now, of course now. He knew that with a little luck, his team could have a win. Being only 25 goals down, he felt really, really pleased. And Ripper Bonds a beauty, he thought, we're kicking with the breeze. And he was spewing as he walked up and down. He looked at his players, and he picked out his full back. Now, Bill, you big potato, have you gone soft in the head? The full forward's already kicked 10 goals and he's only got one leg. Put the mongrel off his game because he's quick and got some class. So you tell him that you fancy him and you tickle him on the arse. And he was spewing as he walked up and down. He picked his nose, he scratched his head, he wiped his brow. He cleared both nostrils. He sneezed 3.5 times.
Achoo! Achoo! Achoo!
He kicked the ground. He screamed because he stubbed his toe. And he swore in Chinese. Yeah, Chinese. And then he picked on his big, tall, lanky ruckman. Now, Fred, you big, tall Wally, you're playing in the ruck. You move around and manoeuvre like a 4-ton Bedford truck.
Well, that cleaned up really
that
well.
one up really well, yes. Don't whinge about your dicky-dee. You know this game is cruel. Just tap to our advantage, you big, tall, lanky fool. And he was spewing as he walked up and down. He looked at his players. They looked a shabby mess, so he thought, right, I'll get these boys motivated. He threw one arm back. He threw the other arm back. He let one rip. He mimed letting one rip. He lifted his right leg. He thought, geez, I look like a dickhead here, so he put him down again. And he sang. Now you're ready to do this chorus, right?
I am.
On the count of 4. 1, 2, 3. You're out there playing footy in the colours of your side. You go out there and kill them with your passion and your pride. You're out there playing footy, that great Australian game. Win or lose, we'll sink the booze in victory or shame. Win or lose, we'll sink the booze in victory or shame.
Okay, one more time.
Win or lose, we'll sink the booze in victory or shame. Yahoo! Oh, that was very good. Thank you, Nick. Thank you.
Well done. Well done. Now, that song, you sort of shortened it a bit, but
Yeah,
you do the full song, don't you?
That can actually last for about 15, 20 minutes.
Is it hard working with each other?
No, not at all.
It's hard watching you from the corner.
It's hard watching? Why is
Yeah,
that?
it's just hard. It's not very
Got a hard nut,
well
mate.
done. Well, thank you very much. Where are you performing? Where can we
Well,
watch it? Because you've got another week of shows.
This week we're going down. We're going to be doing 3 footy show clubs, so we love those ones.
We're doing some mining
And
towns
we're
in the
doing some
second
mining.
week of the holidays.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we'll be around, but we're available. You know, look all over the place. So.
And do you remember the website if people want to book you?
No, yeah, well, no, we don't remember. It's just running across the bottom,
Underneath,
isn't it? Isn't it going
Is it
across the
there?
bottom? Where is it?
Nick and Frankie's.
Where is it?
Nick and
I
I
Frankie.
can't see it. It's
There we
supposed to
are.
be
No, it's there.
running down
It
the
is.
bottom
Believe
there.
me,
I
by the
can't
time
see it.
this
Where
goes
is it?
there,
Where
it'll
is
be
it?
there. It'll be there.
Oh, there it is.
There it is.
Thanks,
Nick
it's
and
beauty.
Frankie. That's
Like
it.
magic. All right,
Yeah,
then.
no, thanks,
Well, thank you
Fred.
very much for being on the
Thank
show
you,
today.
Fred.
Look forward to supporting
No
you
worries.
some more later in the year. Now, we've got a competition called Spin It to Win It. You probably saw the wheel.
Spin It
How
to
did you
Win It.
how
That's
did you
the
miss
biggest
the
wagon wheel I've ever seen.
We spin this wheel every fortnight. Would you like to spin it for me, Nick?
I'd love to spin
Now,
it.
let me tell you about how people play. If you want to be part of Spin It to Win It, thanks to Scoot, you could be out of here and go to Singapore with a friend, a partner, a lover, or maybe anybody you want. Doesn't matter, you can sell the ticket. All you have to do is put the code word Scoot. Scoot is the code word. Put your name and address on an SMS. Put your name and address on an SMS and send it to 0439 929 929. That's 0439 929 929. And thanks to Scoot, next week we've got a fantastic contestant called Ripley Seville. They're from Medley in WA and they'll be coming in because last month we didn't give it away. We're going to give them a chance of winning next week on the show, and then the week after we're going to have another contestant. So please get in if you want to be part of it and you want to fly to Singapore. Thank you to Scoot for supporting us. Guys, do you want to play us out to the break? We'll let them play us out to the break. Please look after, look out for these two guys and dodge them if you can. But here they are. Thank you.
All right, count it in. 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're out there playing footy, the colours of your side. You get out there and kill them with your passion and your pride. You're out there playing footy, that great Australian game. Win or lose, we'll sink the booze in victory or shame. Win or lose, we'll sink the booze in victory or shame.
Welcome back to The Couch here on Aurora Television on Foxtel. With me in the studio is Hilary Radowick. Now, she's a master chef on The Couch, but she's actually a home cook. What are you doing for us today? Welcome.
Bone broth. I mean, this is old as hills. Your parents, grandparents suffered through it through hospitals, but it's making a comeback.
Is this when, do you remember when we were kids and we used to get sick and we had a cold or we just run down? Mum used to always make some soup.
Chicken soup, yeah, there it was. There was your granny making chicken soup, and Grandma was right. And it's coming back. People are now realizing we don't need to reach for the pill jar. We can go right to what Granny was
Does
said.
it work?
Yes, it does.
And why does it work? What's the magic about broth?
Well, especially with talking about bone broth, and you can't get it out of a bouillon cube. Most bouillon cubes, when you read the ingredients, you know, a chicken was never consulted in its manufacture. You know, and there's a lot of chemicals in it. Bone broth offers a lot of things. It offers protein, amino acids. It offers collagen that helps the knees, and you know, and then when you have a few other flavors in with it, and it's perfect for healing.
Well, talking about flavours, let's talk about, we're making a simple broth today with
If we
bones.
start with the very basic broth first.
What kind of bones would you use? You go to your butcher shop, what would you ask for?
And you can sometimes you see them right there on the shelf. Just bones. Bones.
Is this the type of bones you'd give to your
bones.
dog?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Because the best juice comes off those.
It comes right off of them. You might see a little bit of red of meat. You might see a little bit of fat, but you should be seeing bone. And you can pick them up for $1 or $2.
And basically you want all the flavour that comes out of
It comes right out of the marrow. It comes out of the bone itself.
Now, here today, we've got some of the veggies that you would use. What have we got here? Tell me what these
Okay, what we have first is that we have carrots. And what did your grandmother say about carrots? Good for the eyes? Put it in your
Throw it
pot.
straight in. What else? we got?
Okay, so we have celery.
Yeah.
And then you think, ooh, this is good for calcium. Actually, again, we're looking at our bones here, and we can use it for fluid retention.
I want you to tell me where that one is.
Okay, this is a leek. This is a
Okay.
very pretty leek, isn't it? And it's in the onion family.
Okay.
So you can put the leek or the onion in it.
Yep.
This also has anti-inflammatory properties in it.
Yeah.
If you're doing a leek, you need to be sure to cut it all through the center because it grows with dirt in it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
So
this
you've
is-
got to cut it in
you've
the
got-
centre
You've got to cut
and
it
wash it out?
and wash it out carefully.
Okay.
But since I have 2 little onions,
You throw it in.
we just
now,
drop them in there.
magic ingredient you told me.
That's right. When you have your bone and you get your bone from this butcher, roast it for a half hour. It looks funny kind of putting these bare bones in there, but it improves the flavor. Or for that matter, if you're roasting a turkey or a chicken or lamb on a Sunday night, save the bones that are left over and put them in your pot.
The cider, what does that do?
The cider helps, if you can open it up for me to look useful. Okay, thank you very much. The apple cider is actually kind of this non-secret
Do you know it's good
ingredient.
for weight loss? I've been told if you drink a cup of that a day, you'll lose heaps of weight.
Yeah, because you won't
I
want to eat
did.
anything else. Yeah, thank you very
I
much.
actually tried it. I nearly knocked myself out. It knocks you out if your blood sugar level drops really quickly.
What we do is we would drop those baked bones in here and then put a splash, 2 tablespoons if you need to be particular.
You're very good.
of-
You just
of
do
vinegar.
your
Just
own little
boom.
measurements.
It's just there. And what you have, and then we put it up to water, up to the top.
We fill it
here.
up to the top. Yeah, we
And
get
we
the
put the lid.
Yep.
And then you leave it on low for 24 hours.
Now, you said-
24 hours. This is not, we need a quickie thing. 24 hours. The vinegar helps extract the minerals out of the bone.
Okay.
So this helps.
And we must use cider or
It's
just
apple
vinegar?
cider because it's a happy one. Apple cider vinegar is a happier one.
No, I asked you about these ingredients. You said to me these are things that you can add in extra. So what
That
have we
you can
got?
extra. And why people might not add these is because it will add extra flavors you might not want.
So we've got that
this
one?
is just salt. This
Show
is
them.
pepper. We have some parsley, fresh. We have bay leaves. We have garlic.
Now,
all
do
of
you put all this stuff in?
in my bone broth? No, I don't. In soups, I will, but in my
Okay.
bone broth, I do not. I take it very plain because I like it more salty than my husband.
Correct.
The more you put in of these
you're
things,
generic.
the more you put in of these things, the less use you have for the broth afterwards.
How long? 24 hours, you reckon, in a
24
hot
hours.
crock pot?
24 hours. And then you let it cool. And if you want to get, there's little bone meat bits, that's perfectly fine. What you will get, you let it cool, you put it in your tubs, and what you get is
Like a jelly.
jelly.
Let's have a look.
exactly.
I'll hold that up for you so
Oops,
it doesn't go
here we go.
everywhere.
This is.
So is
a
that how
gelatin.
it's supposed to be?
That is exactly what it will look like. Chicken may not be this thick because there's less bones, but this is what it looks like. This is a sign of a good broth. It took 24 hours to get this broth to look like
Now,
this.
you know, with busy lifestyles now, would you make a whole heap and,
Yeah,
then,
oh, yes.
and then put it into these containers?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Because you're making a whole crock pot worth, and truthfully, when it's done, scoop out all those vegetables and the bones and throw them out.
And people
They've given
puree
their
them.
life, they're done.
So you just use them and get rid of them?
And get rid of them. If there's a little bit of meat, if you like a little bit of meat in your broth, you can keep that there.
No.
Otherwise, all you're using is
I'm going to
that.
come over here.
Okay.
What's this ingredient? I know it looks
Okay.
like ginger.
Again, these ones flavored a little bit more.
Yep.
These ones are big flavor. This is ginger right here. This is turmeric, and both of these are medicinal quality healers. Both of these are for arthritis, digestion for the ginger, also cancer patients.
Yep.
This is a big help. Here, you can do it, Fred.
got it.
There we go. And for ginger, for cancer patients, the beauty of having this so bland is that people are having trouble eating, you know, or swallowing, or if you're a cancer patient, everything tastes like crap. So this will not affect you. This
Smells
is
beautiful.
very.
Can I try it? Now, this is
Sure.
the juice that we get from boiling that?
Boiling it.
Okay.
One should put a few grains of pepper in it before you drink it. It helps absorb it into the
You know
system.
what? It's actually not as bad as I thought it would look. It's
And,
actually...
you can have it hot with a little bit of honey and pepper.
sugar
I
in
do
there.
it cold. Put a little bit of ground
It's got
pepper in it.
the pepper. You can
Uh-huh.
taste the pepper, but you can also taste the ginger, obviously.
Yes, very much. That helps. You should be careful when you use this, though. Turmeric stains like nobody's business.
Okay.
In fact, it's used like beets also to dye clothing.
This book must be a favourite.
It is. I picked it up for $1 at the post office, and it's a good initial guide to what to adjust to eat. What
Okay.
will make up. So it's just not
Fantastic.
bone broth for great health. It is you making healthy otherwise.
Now-
But here, I want you to.
Oh, you want me to try it?
To your health, Fred.
Now, this one here
Just
is-
go ahead and
is
drink
it-
it.
this
Just
is
go ahead and
the
drink it. This
bone?
is plain.
Okay,
Yeah,
let
this
me
is
try.
plain bone broth.
Are we all looking? Here we go. I have to say, it's quite refreshing, quite nice.
It is. It's very mild, what you're drinking there.
And this was just from bones and a
This
few
is just from the
vegetables.
bones and these vegetables. You are healthier already.
I feel good.
And now if you want to use it to make a soup stock or a recipe, that's when you can start adding in all of
Fantastic.
your extras.
This is Hilary Radowick, everybody. She's on the couch next week. We've got a special author coming in. Tell me, who are you interviewing next week?
Linda H. Anderson. This is her first book. It's an excellent read for anyone, male, female, young or old.
Thank you very much for being in today. We're all going to be in good health. She's going to feed all the crew because they're all pretty run down with colds at the
Yeah,
moment.
there we go.
And we'll catch you at the Canning Show. Maybe you can come back and
Absolutely.
make some fantastic...
Would love to. I always enjoy being here on the couch with you, Fred.
Well done. That's Hilary Radowick. Thank you, Australia, for watching the show today. No time for any more music. We'll catch you next week right here on Foxtel. Bye-bye.